For many people, what is happening below your home is a mystery. Today, we are asking Howard Tadgey, owner and president of MidAmerica Basement Systems, some frequently asked questions about what is happening in our basements that we should all be aware of.
Things that homeowners can do to know if they have an issue in their basement is look for decaying lumber. Mold is a terrible thing, and it's all about moisture and temperature. And so if there's elevated levels of moisture in the basement, which typically can happen, it's below grade, so you can have that. So you start looking for things that, your stuff that you've stored. Could be old stacks of newspapers or cardboard boxes or wooden shelving or things of that nature that start to develop mold. And when I say mold, it doesn't have to be that fuzzy stuff that you're looking at, simply the lumber turning black. It means it's decaying. It means the moisture level in the basement is high. And there's the decomposition process that's taking place of that lumber or the boxes or whatever the case may be. So looking for signs of that, looking for seepage, looking for cracks in their foundation. Foundation walls that have cracks in them, we're going to let water in. Also could be a sign of a structural problem. All of these things that I'm talking about devalue the home. You've made a very large investment in your home, you certainly should want to take care of it. So, simply by taking a look on the outside and a look on the inside and seeing if you have seepage problems or you have structural problems, or maybe in your driveway's case, the driveway is settled and it's creating a trip hazard, which is an open book for a lawsuit. Just to open your eyes and look around, and if you don't know, call. Have somebody come and take a look at it. We certainly provide free estimates and free evaluations, whatever you'd like to call it. We'd certainly be happy to come out and take a look at those people's homes and say, yeah, these are some issues that you're having. It doesn't cost anything to have us come and look. Questions that people would call in and ask would be, I have a leaky basement, how much is it going to cost? Or I have a foundation wall that's bowed. What can be done about it? Geez, my doors and my windows in my home won't open and close properly. They're sticking. I open my crank open window and now I can't get it closed. It won't close. It won't crank back into its lock position. Those are all signs of trouble for your home, and those are all things that we repair. All of their situations are difficult. They all have really serious problems with their homes, and none of which are pleasant things going on in their home. They certainly wouldn't have called us if they didn't have a problem. I can't think of a particular client, but I can think of a situation that happens more often. That's that clients don't understand. They don't understand what caused this problem. Why am I having this? Is it going to continue to get worse? If I don't fix it, what's going to happen? If I do fix it, what's the positive side of it? Your home is a very, very expensive investment that people make, and I don't care at what level. It doesn't matter if it's the $50,000 home or if it's a $500,000 home. It's what that particular individual could afford, and to them it's their castle. And when they have those types of problems, they're difficult. Nobody wants a wet basement. Nobody wants a bowing wall that could cave in and end up losing half their house in the hole because the wall caved in. Nobody wants those type of situations going on, and it's a very stressful situation for the homeowners. And we like to try to ease that type of stress, make the homeowner feel comfortable that these repairs are being made successfully. And at the end of the day, they're happy with our results. Some of the services that we offer are basement water control, crawl space encapsulation, dehumidification of basement and home spaces, all types of foundation repair, from a settling foundation, correcting that, to bowing walls. Egress windows are a fire escape hatch for children that potentially are sleeping in the basement or playing in the basement, or even an adult. More importantly, it's an access for a fireman to be able to get in and rescue you. And there aren't a lot of companies that do it the way we do it, so we do that as well. Radon. We refer to that as a silent killer. Radon gas is in the state of Iowa and the state of Illinois, and we service both, is a pretty serious problem, and we do radon mitigation. We offer test kits for purchase, and then once they find out that their levels of radon are above recommended EPA level, then we can come in and we can take care of mitigating that or reducing the radon levels to an acceptable level, so you have a healthier home environment. So we can take your unused space in your basement and turn it into a very beautiful living area. Bathrooms, lighting, walls, drop ceilings, flooring, all of it. So take up either a basement that's needing refinished and gut it and start all over, or a basement that has never been finished and turn it into either case, we can turn it into a very beautiful living area. If someone's interested in having their basement finished, I think calling us is pretty important, because we use materials that are completely inorganic. What does that mean? That means mold won't eat on them. It won't produce the gas. It won't deteriorate because of humidity levels or moisture in the basement. All the materials we install in a basement finishing project are completely inorganic. The result at the end is that you have an insulated basement, wall panels that are very beautiful, flooring systems that are again completely inorganic, that won't mold, and drop ceilings, recessed lighting, bathroom fixtures, and no one else in this area, no one else in our entire service area does install and design those systems with that type of material. Total basement finishing. It's a completely inorganic, beautiful basement finishing product. Bowing basement walls, certainly we correct a lot of those or stabilize a lot of them. The early signs are on a block wall foundation are a simple, very narrow crack in the foundation, the mortar joint, about halfway up the wall. You'll see a hairline fracture in the mortar joint. That means there's been some type of pressure being applied to the outside, either due to frost or due to hydrostatic pressure, due to elevated water levels on the outside of the foundation wall, expansive soils. Plays like a dense sponge. When it's dry, it's all shrunk up and doesn't apply any pressure on the wall, but as soon as it gets wet, it can apply about 30,000 pounds per square foot of pressure on a block wall, which is a lot. And so when it does that, it cracks the mortar joint. Year after year, it applies that pressure and it backs off. It applies the pressure and it backs off and creates a wider gap and a wider gap. So taking care of it at the early stages is a lot less expensive than waiting for it to get really bad. And Lord knows we've seen bad ones, including walls that have fallen in people's basements because they ignored it for so long that the problem got so bad that they caved in during the spring, during heavy rains and things of that nature, to very minor cracks that people are concerned about, and we can go in and repair it at a fraction of the cost that it does to replace the wall. How do I know when our company is being successful? when I hear laughter in the office. People are happy. They're working here. There's positive things going on. When we get surveys back, the surveys are very positive. Love the service rep. Love the installation team. Love the system design specialists. At all levels, when we have that positive environment flowing in our company, we're successful.
It's a great day at MidAmerica Basement Systems. This is Chelsea. How may I direct your call?
The chair or the split level home is very popular inside of.
That's what JB just did. That was when we did all the base work for everything else.
Maybe the only thing that I would like to add in conclusion is we're a family-owned and operated business, and I think you have a locally owned and operated business in a community. We truly care about the people that live in our community, and everyone that works for us cares about the people that live in the community as well. And we all take pride in the fact that we give back to our community in a lot of different ways. And I, as the owner of our company, or president of the company, want to make sure that you as a homeowner are taken care of. I live here. I live with you in this community. And I want to make sure you're as happy living here as